Hey, what's up everyone? This is Scooter here. I'm going to be demoing my brand new Blackstar, the HT Studio 20 Head, and the Blackstar HTV-212 cab. I will be demoing this video with my Schecter Solo 6 Limited Custom. Has a JB in the bridge and a 59 in the neck. Start off real quick. I might as well just start with the cab because it's going to be the quickest to do. The cab is 212 and it has Celestions in it. These are the Celestion 7080s reinforced speakers. They are absolutely amazing. They have really bottom end. They're really good. It's actually half open back, half closed back, which means there's about, the top's like closed and the bottom's closed and then the middle's open up. It is a stereo cabinet, so you can run stereo through this, mono or stereo. A lot of demos I saw with this head, everyone has a 112 cab. I tried the 112 Blackstar cab, and the 112 Blackstar cab, has a Celestion in it, but it is a Celestion, I believe it's the Rocket series. They're not really that great, I guess you could say. I mean, for one like a 112 speaker, it's not bad. But I'll be the first one, actually, I believe, that I saw actually has the matching 212 cab with this head. So I'm kind of stoked on doing it. Then the head is obviously 20 watts. It has the two ECC 83 preamp tubes in it, and then it has the two EL 34 tubes in it. It's pretty much the same thing as a Tiny Terror, an Orange Tiny Terror. I've actually had an Orange Tiny Terror before, and honestly, I must say that I love this head a lot more for the fact that it just has more of a grange to it, I guess you could say. I really don't know how to put it. It has two channels to it, clean and distortion. It has enhanced controls and stuff on it, digital reverb. It does have an effects loop in the back. You can run as DI also, run it straight through your PA board or whatever you like for your mixer or for home studio recording. Very vintage style, I guess you could say too also. When you buy the amp brand new, it does come with a single foot switch, which is awesome. What else? Anything really particular? Not really. It's not like a Tiny Terror or any other tube amp, I guess you could say. One downfall I don't like about it, like the other ones, is that it doesn't have a standby switch. It's just a power on, and you have to literally wait for it to warm up. That's why it's on right now. And you can't change wattage or anything like that. For anybody who was thinking you could change it from 10 to 20 or 15 to 20, whatever that is. No, it's all 20 watts, straight massive power. So I might as well get started with it. We're going to start with the clean channel. Basically over here in the clean side, you have just one tone. This is just your clean. From here over is just your clean. You have one tone. And tone all the way off basically sounds like this with my bridge pickup. About halfway, about 12 o'clock is about this. And it's kind of self-explanatory. And you turn this all the way up. You don't get full treble. Obviously you still have your bass, your mids, and then you get like a good trebly bit to it. So, and obviously I'm just doing this with my flip cam, so it might not sound that good to you for that, but for whoever's watching this. So I usually keep it about 3 o'clock tone wise, depending on what guitar I'm playing. So that's pretty much it. Digital reverb also works with clean. Sounds really good. This is like reverb all the way up. You get like that really large room sound, I guess you could say. Nothing like a hanger sound or anything. So it sounds really decent. I really like it. It doesn't sound like really generic, even for digital reverb. Heading over to the distortion, you have your gain, you have your volume, and then this equalization is all strictly for distortion. It's nothing for the clean, so don't get confused with that. So don't mess with it when you're trying to deal with your clean tone. You have your bass, middle, and treble. Over here is called the ISF. You'll see on right underneath the knob. Basically, what that does, if you turn this all the way off to 0, you basically get an American distortion. and the more you turn it clockwise all the way up, you get a British amp. And there's a little tag that comes on it, and it tells you that basically. You go from USA to UK in seconds. So I usually keep it about halfway, usually also, or maybe a little bit slightly off to the American side. But I'll give you a little demo of what this sounds like. Gain right now is on about 9 o'clock, so it's nothing too in the face, I guess you could say. So here is the ISF all the way over to about 9 o'clock. Treble is all the way up. Mid is about 1 o'clock, and bass is about 3 o'clock. Moving the ISF up to about 1 o'clock, you get more of that British tone. And then give you full British tone, turn it all the way up a little bit. Everyone usually I saw too does AC/DC covers with this head, and I refuse to, because I'm not going to put that head to that much shame. It's not a Marshall. So even though I love Marshall, don't get me wrong. But anyway, like I said, I keep this about right here, and a lot of times I see people who do the distortion demo, they always have the gain no further past than 11 o'clock. I'm like, are you scared to turn it up? Like, turn up to the gain, because there's some people who like to play heavy music. They want to play hardcore, screamo, any type of metal. You know, turn it up, they want to hear what it sounds like, and I'm that type of person too. You know, I play different genres, so that's another reason why I wanted to do it. So, real quick before I do any of that, a thing about the distortion also, and I guess you could also say your clean, but mainly your distortion, because you can hear it more. When your overdrive is on, you have a volume here, and then you also have a master volume, which is, I don't think I covered, which is underneath your reverb. It's right here. Usually I keep my master for practice or in my room, or even studio purposes. I'll keep it about a little bit past 9 o'clock, and you'll notice my volume is looks like it's almost all the way up, where it's about 9 o'clock. But basically what that does, for anybody who really doesn't know this, when you turn up, when you have two volumes like that, where you have a master and then you have a volume for each channel, the more you turn up the volume on the channel, the more you're pushing the tubes, you're getting that tubey sound. So you can push the tubes as hard as you can to get that really, really rough, really crunchy, overdriven tube sound, but you can also fine-tune it so you're not, erupting your neighbors and blowing the glass out of your house, so to speak, or destroying your speakers. You can really get that sound, and it sounds phenomenal. So I really do. I push my tubes, and for people who think, oh, if you push your tubes, you're going to blow them. No, you're really not going to blow them at all. I mean, that doesn't happen. They're going to last you just as much as it was if the volume was all the way down on 1. So they're on. I mean, actually, my tubes are hot right now, so it doesn't really matter. So here's just basically with some distortion with the gain. Sorry, excuse me, with the gain at 12 o'clock. Accents like every note. That's why I love it. For anybody who likes heavy music, anything heavier, I guess you say, I'll put this in D for everyone. I'm only in standard, by the way. I'm not in drop B or anything, Bring Me the Horizon style. So I'll put actually the gain on about 3 o'clock right now. This adds more, obviously, more gain to it, but more sustained than anything also. You'd be surprised. get more of that, like the heaviness and stuff to it. For anybody who's like especially a solo who just plays solo in your band or anything, turn the gain all the way up. It adds more sustain and more gain even more. And once in a while I do use it for soloing and stuff, but about 1 o'clock is usually the right way to go, depending on the style of music if you're doing. So if you're doing like heavy shredding, fast, legato stuff, okay, fine. Put as much gain on as you want, but still. Here's gain all the way up. Real quick, while the gain's all the way up, I'm just gonna turn the I'm just gonna start like chugging a little bit. I'm gonna turn the ISF from 0, which is American, all the way up to 12 to British. There's the American. There's the British. So you get really that metal feel when you go to British, but also you can get that classic 80s sound. Yeah, other than that, I mean, it's a pretty basic head. It's very, very loud, very versatile, however you want to say it. Great head. It is about in American, it's about $479 for the head. The cab is about $300, $310 plus tax, about $330. I suggest getting the 212. You get more bottom end. You also can run stereo. The 112 cab, honestly, and for my usage for playing out live and stuff, just honestly really wouldn't cut it. The only good thing about it would be size and weight. The head probably weighs, I honestly really couldn't even tell you, maybe about, maybe 20 pounds, 20 watt, 20 pounds. And the cab, I'm pretty sure weighs about 45 pounds. So it is a pretty heavy cab, but it's built very, very, very sturdy. It's not junk at all. It's not like buying something really hokey or anything like that. But very good amp. This is the best amp I've ever had. I've had an Orange Tiny Terror. I had a Marshall before. Blackstar is honestly the way to go. I can't really complain about it, and I'm honestly running straight. I have my pedals off to the side. I don't even really use my pedals that much anymore for distortion or sustain or anything. So can't really complain, and I hope honestly you enjoyed this video.